I'm loading up.
Before you fly,
Yeah.
just load
Okay.
up. Chris, you're gonna love this.
Water crossing over to China.
No, you're gonna. I got an update to my liver this my latest liver. This
Oh yeah.
this one's adjusted wallpaper
Not at this sec. I'm just setting up. Why is it good?
really nice. Had a chat this morning, and while I talked, he adjusted a few things. We got a bucket on the nose, a bucket on the wallpaper, and I get it all well placed.
Nice.
And something I didn't notice, and I'm terribly sorry, but my little army men on the side of my helicopter have ice being moved
Oh really? You starting your own army?
got my own army, dude. Got my own army. Complete with a bucket on the side pack.
I was looking at Boseida's screenshots before, and I noticed Boseida was flying an Iceman livery on his Cub.
On his cub.
Yeah.
How'd you manage that? You been in touch with my livery guru? He didn't tell me.
No, I just found it from flightsim.to.
What? On the cub?
Yeah,
Who
for the
created
NX
it?
Cub.
Who created it?
Uh, Let me check it out. Stand by.
Yeah. We have to post a link to that on the livery too. Everyone will get it. Twitch.
It's Jack B.
Chuck B.
B as in Bravo.
Well, I don't have it, so I need a link to it so that I can see you properly. And I need to
I'll
be able to.
send I'll send it to Discord, okay?
Yeah, drop it in the Discord or drop it anywhere is great. I didn't know it existed. Oh, wait a minute. You've got the Iceman livery. I know what one you've got. I don't think you made that for me, though. It's not Iceman for 333. It's in the Top Gun package.
It's flights with Joel back.
Oh, is it Flights with Joel?
Yeah,
And oh,
I just
Zach B.
Jack. Yeah.
Yeah, Zach created the Flights with Joel. I've got that. But I don't think I have the info yet. Pretty sure I don't. I'll have to get it.
Good.
I didn't know
Uh,
there was an Iceman livery Kodiak pack.
I, I spawned in at the end of the runway. So I'm ready to go when everybody else is ready. There's me, two other people down here.
See it.
I said Bozada. Yes, yeah. So, Chris, what you been doing? Did you work today?
Oh yeah, been at work today. But I had to leave early because of the high winds. We've got a couple of storms over the UK at the moment, so kind of put pay to any work really. So picked the kids up from school and just been sorting them out ever since. Really getting the tea and all that, and you know how it is.
Oh, yeah. I remember I used to come home from work when I was married to my first wife. I'd come home from work and she'd be going to work. And she had a daughter, and I'd take care of her, cook her dinner and stuff like that, you know. One day I fell asleep on the couch and she, you know, didn't go to work. She was supposed to go to school that night.
I was hoping nobody saw that. Yeah, it doesn't stop, Matt. Really, to be honest.
Yeah, it's you know, it's hard when, you know. Is your wife working?
Yeah, she's a teacher, so she's got a parents' evening tonight.
Oh, that's teacher. That's a thankless job.
Yeah, just ask Bo Sada.
Yeah, yeah. My they I remember the nuns. That's a thankless job, boy.
The nuns. Yeah, my
They
sister
just-
went to a school with nuns.
Can you
They,
provide a job if they're nuns?
Well, they were teachers. That's all. Every one of them. They lived together, but they were teachers. And
Yeah.
well, now they can. Yeah, back then they didn't have time to get a job. We had 50 kids, 55 kids in a classroom.
Yeah, my sister went to a school run by penguins.
Yep. I looked up saying Sisters of Charity of Halifax, and you know, one of the nuns sent me a email. I sent her something, and she sent me an email, and you know, and some of the nuns I knew had just died, you know, and it was really funny. There is a nun I used to talk to once in a while. I don't even know if she's kicking around anymore. But my third grade teacher is still kicking. One of the school principals is still kicking around, and my first grade teacher is still kicking.
All right, so I want to welcome everybody to the 45th running of the 45th leg of the World Tour in the H145 and others. Everybody that's joined the Twitch stream, I appreciate your support, and everybody coming back to fly with us. So, welcome. I have a couple of new names. Lily Tuff. Kaylee came back. Capsis is in there. Ailey Hong, another TTD viewer, and Alien Gathering. You think he's been in there, and Sega Dream is still hanging out. So, without further ado, we'll get this show on the road. Oh, look, confused dad and an A320. Can you fly that slow enough, Dad? Someone who cares a little, talk to me. I might have a mic muted. In fact, I'm sure of it. In fact, I'm sure of it. I did all that. No, maybe not. Maybe not.
I can hear you.
No, I'm good. I thought I did all that on the stream without having my mic on. I had it in studio view set up for the next one, and it doesn't have a mic. confused dad in an A320. You're just trying to put a spoil in the works. You're not going to spoil my mood. What a guy, Ricardo in the big jet. Well, Ricardo, you're leading the way. Everybody's waiting on you. Get out of the way. We're ready to roll.
Waiting for the turbulence.
Yeah, right? You might want to just run through him and get him motivated. I don't know. Maybe he needs me to motivate him. I like to motivate behind Chris, but
Looks like you've got bigger fish to fry at the moment.
There's Bozeda going under his wing. There we go.
okay. So we get him thinking about it. Did he get to moving?
He's on the roll now.
He's on the roll.
Now he's
Who's that in the
definitely.
blue? Who's that in the blue?
That would be Bozeda in the.
No, Fritz.
Oh,
Fritz Fink. Fritz'll think.
I've got Bozeda in the blue.
Yeah, Fritz'll
Oh,
think is there.
you are
too.
in a Cub Crafter. I thought she's in the Kodiak.
Well, that's confused Dad in the trees.
There's Chris going.
Oh, he couldn't get it. He couldn't get it off the ground. Say
Yeah,
what?
they're off.
I thought he said he went in the trees.
Oh, I don't know. I missed it. And there's
get it.
Rafferty.
No,
Well, I wish I'd have seen it. Oh, he's up in the air. He's
Yeah, he
not-
is now. He's got a few leaves in his intake.
Okay. So I'm not going to go all the way out to time climb. I'm just going to whip around here and fly like I know where I'm going. So, Chris, did you get a chance to look at yesterday's split stream?
Did I get a chance? What? Sorry.
To see yesterday's split stream. Yesterday's stream, and I ended up with 2 cuts.
Not had a chance to look at it yet.
I wanted to see what you thought of this new overlay I put on it. I put a logo on it and a few stats. Okay.
Oh, nice. I'll check it out.
Yeah. See if I can get any airspeed here. I hope I'm going the right way. Oh, there's Shady Sim just skids up. Is he in chat? Straight across the water today. What do they say? Smoke on the water.
fire in the sky.
Fire. Shady Sim in the Discord listening in. No wonder we couldn't get Confused Dad. He's muted.
JD Sim live from Romford on the way.
Oh.
So, Bosader, I was looking at your screenshots earlier.
Yeah.
And very nice, by the way. And I noticed you were flying the Crafters Cub, or the Cub Crafters. But I actually saw last night on YouTube something available on flightsim.to called, I think it's called the Monster Cub or something like that does about 150 knots. Is that you?
Yep, that's what I'm flying.
Yeah, I was going to say, I thought when I was really caning it yesterday that I couldn't catch up with you. I thought, I don't understand that. He's in a Cub.
Yeah, this has a couple of more horsepower than the original one, I think.
I think it said it had something like 16,000 or 17,000 feet ceiling and something like 150 knots airspeed.
Something like that, yeah. I have to check the cruising altitude today.
I'm sure it was like 17,000 or something ridiculous.
Yeah, I think something about like that.
So it's a Cub on steroids, basically.
Yeah, plus it has nitrous oxide.
Have you got neon lights underneath it?
I don't know where they are, but they are somewhere.
It's got it written on the top of the wing, hasn't it? It says like, is it Monster Cub or something? It says on it.
I haven't seen anything like that.
Yeah, if you look on the top of the right wing, I think it is. Just near the fuselage.
Stand by. I have to check it out.
Huh. My GPS navs doesn't want to take me to the nav spot today. That's okay, because I can fix that. Just watch me. Fatality.
Well, at least I didn't see anything.
Or maybe it's because of the livery.
Yeah, you were talking about the default livery.
Yeah, thinking about it, yeah.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah. What's interesting though, I think they were saying, in fact, it was a two-tone Murphy video, I think we were talking about it. And I think they were saying that it can take off in something ridiculous like 200 feet or something.
Yeah, the takeoff and landing distance was ridiculous. Was it? I think the landing was like 80 feet.
Nice. Finally, somebody shows up in an aircraft where I actually see the proper representation of the aircraft.
Ricardo in the A320?
A320, yeah.
Finally.
That's what it takes, huh? Somebody show up to a GA flight in an airliner. That's okay. Good to see him flying with us.
I just hope he can keep up with both Sadie's aircraft.
He's going in for the dive. Confused dad's losing his aircraft.
Doesn't look like he's gonna make it out of this one. He's pulling a Sully.
12 feet. He's
Pulling a Sully.
yeah. He's gonna land in the water. I don't think he's doing as good as Sully did, though.
You know what happened? He typed
What?
he got out of the sim to type into the stream. Don't forget alternate F4. From yesterday, he tried to get me to, and then he laughed about it last night. He said, "I almost had you." He did. I started to look down and wait a minute. I know better to do this. It's kind of like Control Alt Delete. Your fingers just don't go there.
Yep, that's for sure. Yeah, Chris, today I was trying to do that RNAV flights, and it's not working right.
Well, you're trying it in the A320. Yeah, the A320.
No, in this G58 here, Beechcraft.
It's honestly so easy on the G1000.
Yeah, I know. It's just not.
I can run through it with you again, but it really is. It really is easy. You know,
Okay.
Everything's easy when you know how to do it, obviously, but it is pretty straightforward.
So, if how would you set it up for this flight?
Right. So the first thing, you need to make sure that when you've got the list of RNAVs, and maybe Bo Sader can jump in as well with this because obviously he knows the G1000. But if you look at the list of RNAVs, you have to have that says. It's got to be lateral and vertical, and I think it says something like, let me think, is it LPAV or something, Bo Sader?
I have to say, I haven't done that much RNAVs.
Let me have a quick look, Matt.
All right.
So I've got Romeo Charlie Kilo Hotel, our destination, put in my GPS, and it says a bearing of 276 for 21 nautical miles. I think that's wrong.
Yeah, I think that's wrong too.
It sounds wrong.
I mean, it's showing me there in 10 minutes.
I think this is we're going to the Taiwan.
Yeah, Casey, yes, that's where we're going.
Right, Matt. So we're only going one place, aren't we? So if you go to your procedures page now on the right-hand screen on your G1000.
Okay. Hold on. Okay, it shows up on the left-hand screen.
So you've done it the procedures on the right-hand screen.
No, it's only. Oh yeah, wait a minute. Here we go. I got flight plan, then procedures. Okay.
Once you've got your list of procedures up, it might say, or should say, something like, so I'm looking at the wind now, I reckon we'll probably be on 09 as it stands, okay? So you should find something that says something like RNAV GPS 09.
No, hold on. I got select approach. Select arrival or select departure.
Let's approach.
Okay, go ahead. And have what?
So it should say something like RNAV GPS 09 LNAV/VNAV.
Yep. Okay.
So you select that by pressing enter.
Okay. Then it says vectors.
Is that all it says? Vectors, yeah. Select vectors then, if that's what it says.
Okay. Do I select the vector?
No, just select it where it says vector. Just enter.
Okay. Then minimums.
Don't worry about minimums, it's good weather.
What's next?
Right, so have you done that, yeah? And
Yep.
down to load, so scroll down to load. So you know your knob that's got like
Yeah, I got load. Hit enter.
yeah, load and enter.
Okay, I got that. And that's it.
Bear with me. Right, so go to your flight plan. On the same screen.
Okay. It's the same thing. What do you want me to hit? Flight plan?
Yeah. So come out of that and go to FPL, active flight plan.
It hasn't changed. It's the same screen. Active flight plan.
Did you press the load button or activate a load button? Yeah.
Yes, I'm on active flight plan, and I hit the load button.
So scroll down to the bottom of where it says RCKH that we're going to. And below that, you should have your RNAV approach. And it should say Kizin, Sosan, runway 09. You got that?
Hold on. I'm trying to scroll down. Okay.
You know how to get to it, don't you?
What?
You know the knob on the bottom right-hand corner of the GPS unit, the Garmin unit, you know how to actually select that, don't you, so you can scroll down in that menu?
Yep. Okay. RCKH is flashing.
Okay, so scroll down then. Keep scrolling down past that.
Okay. A waypoint information page has popped up.
Right, okay. Come out of that and go back to flight plan again.
Okay. Okay, I'm in active flight plan, right?
Yeah.
And it's flashing RCKH in magenta.
Yeah. Is there anything below RCKH?
Yeah, there's a whole bunch of stuff. VTF, RCKH, RNAV, GPS 09, LNAV, VNAV, and then KIZIN at 3,000 feet, and
Perfect.
SOSAN.
At 1700, yeah?
Yep.
Right, so those are basically then your, oh, bear with me a sec, sorry.
Right, so it's all set up then.
Right, it is and it isn't. So what you've now told your plane to do is follow that lateral route, the LNAV route, and also now you're the 3,000 feet and the 1,700 feet is your vertical navigation, the VNAV, okay?
Right.
So what you need to do, whenever you're ready, you need to set constraints on your Garmin. So go to your left screen.
Okay.
What altitude have you got in the blue?
3,500.
So above your main altitude is what you've set, the 3,500.
Oh, 3,000 next to that.
Right, so basically what you need to do is basically set a constraint. So what you're telling the aircraft to do now is do not go any lower than this when we're doing the VNAV thing, okay?
Right, okay. The blue is 3,500 and the magenta is 3,000.
So the 3,000 is basically what you should be at according to your flight plan that you've put in. But don't worry about that too much. What you want to do is go down and put that down to 1,700, which is the constraint. So your aircraft will not go any below, any further below 1,700. But do you know what I do? I put it down to 100 feet.
Okay, so, wait a minute. What am I putting down? The actual altitude?
But really, are you going to stay at that altitude for the whole flight that you're currently at?
Probably. I don't know.
Right, well, if you want to change it, then don't do it yet. But when you're ready to do the RNAV approach, bring that down to 100 feet, you know, the blue. And
Right.
what aircraft there is, do not go any further down when we're on VNAV than 100 feet. Okay, so that's a constraint you're setting for it. Yeah?
Okay.
Then basically what you do then, once that's set, then when you're ready, you press the VNAV button. So again, you go to your right-hand screen again.
Okay.
And on the right-hand screen, you've got nav and VNAV and all those buttons and heading and all that.
Right.
So when you're ready, you're going to basically, you've already got nav set anyway, haven't you?
Right.
Is that correct? Or
Wait a minute.
you probably
Yep,
should.
I got nav is all set.
Right, so when you're ready, set your altitude to 100. Don't go down to 100, just set your altitude to 100, because the aircraft won't do anything until you press the vertical speed. So you press the altitude to 100 and then press VNAV and it'll take you onto the approach. Once you're on the approach, you press the approach mode and it takes you right in. It's a lot of information, granted, so tell me when you're ready and I'll talk you through it.
Okay, I just put